Have you ever wondered what keeps the wealthy up at night? You might think, once the bank account swells, the worries simply melt away, but that's a common misconception. Having wealth doesn't mean you're exempt from concerns, it simply changes the nature of those concerns. Imagine yourself in a luxury car, cruising down the highway of success. You've made it, right? But wait, there's a unique set of speed bumps designed especially for you. The affluent. These aren't your typical how to pay the bills worries, but rather concerns that are exclusive to those with a hefty net worth. Being wealthy isn't just about enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's also about navigating the intricate maze of responsibilities and fears that come with it. So what are these concerns that the affluent often grapple with? Well, prepare yourself as we dive into the 20 concerns that keep the rich on their toes. Let's dive into the 20 concerns that the affluent often grapple with. First up, the responsibility of wealth. With great wealth comes great responsibility. It's not simply a matter of raking in the cash. It's about managing it wisely, ensuring it lasts. It's about making informed decisions, about learning to navigate the world of investments and financial planning. It's about understanding the value of each dollar and the power it holds. But the responsibility doesn't end there. Wealth brings with it the duty to grow it, to ensure its sustainability for future generations. It's about creating a legacy, about building something that outlasts you. And let's not forget the social responsibility that comes with wealth. The potential to make a difference, to contribute to society, to give back. This is a responsibility that should not be taken lightly. It's a chance to leave a mark, to create a positive impact. So remember, wealth is not just about earning, but also about preserving and growing. Secondly, the fear of losing it all. Picture this. You've climbed the mountain of success. The view from the top is breathtaking, but there's a chilling gust of wind. That's the fear of losing it all. It's a concern that haunts even the wealthiest. The thought that a single wrong decision, a sudden change in circumstances, or an unexpected twist of fate could send them tumbling down the slope of financial ruin. Imagine having to constantly navigate the treacherous terrain of investments, market fluctuations, and economic downturns. It's like walking a tightrope without a safety net. One misstep, and it's a long way down. This fear doesn't just stem from the potential loss of material possessions. It's also about losing the financial security that provides for loved ones, funds passions, and fuels dreams. So, the next time you envy the wealthy, remember this. Wealth isn't permanent and requires careful attention. Next we have the pressure to maintain lifestyle. A fascinating concern that often weighs heavily on those who have acquired wealth is the societal expectation to maintain a certain lifestyle. It's like operating on a stage where the world is the audience, and every action, every purchase, every holiday becomes a performance. Suddenly, you're not just living for yourself, but for the image you project. This can be a daunting experience, especially when the pressure to keep up appearances is relentless. The designer clothes, the luxury cars, the extravagant parties, and the five-star vacations all become symbols of a lifestyle that must be upheld. But remember, wealth is just a tool. It should enhance your life, not dictate it. It should provide you with freedom, not fetter you with expectations. It's your wealth, and you should have the power to define what it means to you, not the other way around. Wealth shouldn't define your lifestyle, but it often does. Fourth, the stigma of wealth. It's a paradoxical notion, isn't it? Accumulating wealth is often seen as a symbol of success, yet those who've achieved it face a unique kind of prejudice. One cannot ignore the societal stereotypes that come with being wealthy. Some people might label you as greedy, or assume you're oblivious to the struggles of the less fortunate. It's a preconceived notion that wealth equates to a lack of empathy or understanding. Yet, this is far from the truth. Many wealthy individuals are philanthropists, contributing to various causes around the world in an attempt to give back to society. They strive to use their wealth to create positive change, but the stigma persists, creating a divide between the wealthy and the rest of society. This can lead to isolation, misunderstanding, and even resentment. The reality is, just like anyone else, the wealthy are multifaceted, with their own set of challenges and triumphs. Wealth can sometimes put you under societal scrutiny. Fifth, the isolation of wealth. Let's delve into a less discussed side of riches, It's no secret that wealth brings certain privileges and luxuries, but can it also lead to a sense of isolation? The answer, surprisingly, is often yes. When your financial reality is vastly different from those around you, it can create an invisible barrier. This disconnect can stem from a variety of factors such as differing interests, lifestyle changes, or simply the lack of shared struggles. Wealth can also breed a sense of loneliness. It's not uncommon for the affluent to feel misunderstood or judged. They might find it challenging to forge genuine connections, as they grapple with the question of whether people are attracted to their wealth or to them as individuals. Isolation isn't a given with wealth, but it's a potential side effect worth considering. Understanding this can help navigate the often complex dynamics of wealth. Wealth can sometimes make you feel like an island. Sixth, trust issues. As we journey deeper into the complexities of wealth, there's an often overlooked concern that taints the golden allure. That concern is trust. Imagine this: your wealth has grown, and so has your social circle. But how many of these new faces are truly interested in you, and not just dazzled by your monetary status? Trust issues can stem from the fear that friendships and relationships are built on the shaky foundation of financial interest. It's a bitter pill to swallow, realizing that your wealth may be the only reason some people stick around. It becomes a challenge to distinguish between genuine affection and masked opportunism. In business too, wealth can cast a shadow of doubt. Are your partners sincere, or are they just eyeing your fortune? It's a fine line to tread, balancing trust and skepticism, and here lies the complexity of wealth. It's not just about losing money, but potentially losing faith in those around you. Wealth can complicate relationships. Seventh, the fear of being targeted. It's a reality that many don't consider when dreaming of wealth. The more assets you accumulate, the more attention you attract. Not all of that attention is welcome. Suddenly, you're not just a name, you're a dollar sign, and this can put a target on your back. Scammers, thieves, opportunists, they see the wealthy as their golden ticket. They're drawn to you, like moths to a flame, ready to exploit any vulnerability. It's not just a question of guarding your wealth, but also of safeguarding your peace of mind. The more you have to lose, and the more people will want a piece of your pie. It's a constant balancing act, maintaining your wealth while also ensuring your security and privacy. So remember, while wealth can bring many joys, it's not without its shadows. Wealth can make you a target. Eighth, the burden of inheritance. It's a heavy weight, almost a paradox. You worked hard, built an empire, and now you want to ensure it's handed over responsibly. But how do you do that? How do you ensure that your wealth doesn't become a curse for your heirs, but a blessing? The challenge isn't just about handing over the keys to the kingdom, but also equipping your heirs with the knowledge and wisdom to manage it. It's about instilling values of responsibility, discipline, and respect for the wealth they are to inherit. Inheritance is not just about money or assets. It's about a legacy, a story, a lifetime of hard work. It's about ensuring that the story doesn't end with you, but continues for generations to come. So when you think about your wealth, think beyond your lifetime. Consider the legacy you're leaving behind. After all, wealth is a legacy that needs careful planning. Ninth, the guilt of wealth. Welcome to a conundrum that can be as crippling as it is perplexing. The guilt of wealth, a feeling that can creep up on those who have accumulated substantial fortunes, especially when they find themselves surrounded by those who are struggling. It's a peculiar sensation that can stem from a variety of factors. Perhaps it's the stark contrast between a lavish lifestyle and the hardships faced by others. Or maybe it's the realization of the sheer luck involved in one's success, a roll of the dice that could have landed differently. This guilt can often lead to a sense of responsibility, a drive to give back or help others. Philanthropy, social entrepreneurship, these can be outlets for this guilt, transforming it into positive action. But it's important to remember that guilt, while it can be a motivator, should not be a tormentor. Wealth is not inherently bad, and its existence does not necessitate guilt. It's all about how you choose to use it. Wealth can sometimes bring guilt, but it can also bring opportunities to make a difference. And finally, the 10th concern, the complexity of wealth management. Managing a fortune is no walk in the park. It's more like navigating a labyrinth. It's a complex world that requires a certain level of knowledge, skills, and a good deal of patience. Imagine juggling a multitude of financial tasks, from investing in the stock market, real estate, and other ventures, to handling taxes, legal issues, and philanthropy. It's a whirlwind of activities that can easily overwhelm even the most composed individual. Wealth management isn't just about growing your wealth, it's about preserving it too. It's about making smart decisions that will safeguard your assets for the long haul. This responsibility often leads to sleepless nights filled with thoughts of potential market downturns, bad investments, or unforeseen legal issues. The larger the wealth, the greater the complexity, and the more significant the potential pitfalls. You see, wealth doesn't come with a manual. There's no step-by-step guide that can guarantee financial success. It's a game of strategy and calculated risks. It's about understanding the financial landscape, knowing when to take a leap and when to hold back. It's about staying informed, staying vigilant, and staying resilient in the face of challenges. And let's not forget, managing wealth isn't just about the money. It's also about managing relationships, reputations, and responsibilities. It's about balancing personal desires with societal expectations. It's about knowing when to say yes and when to say no. It's about knowing who to trust and who to avoid. So you see, wealth management isn't as simple as it seems. It's a multifaceted task that requires a delicate balance of knowledge, skills, and intuition. It's a task that requires time, energy, and a lot of hard work. In essence, managing wealth can be a full-time job. It's not just about sitting back and watching the money roll in. It's about staying on top of things, making informed decisions, and constantly adapting to the ever-changing financial landscape. After all, wealth management is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Wealth management can be a full-time job. In wrapping up, we've highlighted that these concerns are not insurmountable. They require attention and management, yes, but they can also provide valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. They remind us that wealth is not just about having money, but about managing it, preserving it, and navigating the unique challenges it presents. And so, the next time you find yourself daydreaming about the lives of the rich and famous, remember that wealth is more than just fancy cars and luxury vacations. It's a complex web of concerns, responsibilities, and challenges that require as much effort, if not more, as acquiring the wealth in the first place. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Remember to always take action and believe in yourself. I will see you in the next video.